Welcome to the Let's Talk Basic podcast, where girls talk about everything basic.
Join us as we sit down with a glass of wine and see where the conversation goes.
Kick back,
relax,
and get ready for the ultimate girls' night in.
I'm your host, Joanne.
And I'm Vanessa.
Cheers!
Yay!
Welcome back.
We have a different clink this time because we have our Let's Talk Basic wine glasses.
Yeah! We got these awesome Let's Talk Basic branded wine glasses for our birthdays.
It's very exciting.
It is really exciting. They're really cute.
I know. I like our branding on them.
I know.
Should we tell people where we are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you have been watching our Instagram stories, you know that we're at a retreat. We've gotten a lot of questions about where are you guys? Like, where is this beautiful home that you're staying?
So we're actually staying at a family, kind of like a winter cottage that somebody's generously given to us while they're away. So we've been hanging out here for the weekend and it's been amazing. Like, it's so beautiful.
Everything is so like well decorated and everything. I think Joanna and I are really, really nervous to kind of spill anything or just like mess it up because everything just looks pristine. And we're really lucky to be having, staying here this weekend. So,
and we've been sending messages to our partners being like, you need to aspire to this.
When am I going to get a house like this? Like, every single room has like its own character and it's super beautiful. And I had a wonderful sleep last night, so I'm ready to go. So I know that we just had, like New Year's Eve and New Year. So it's 2020 now. But what's actually coming up, for those of you who are Chinese, is our Lunar New Year is coming up.
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy New Year!
And
it continues for us.
Exactly. So this year is the year of the rat. But for those of you who don't know about, the Chinese New Year traditions and red pockets, we're here to kind of let you know our version of it. We're definitely not experts by any means, but we're here to share kind of our experiences with you.
And like, before you guys give up or come at us because we're saying Chinese New Year's instead of Lunar New Year, like, there's so many different Asian cultures that celebrate Lunar New Year. But I don't know what Koreans do, so we're going to talk about Chinese New Year's, and you're just going to have to listen to us and hear about our experiences. So it might not be relevant to everybody. Because like what Vanessa said, I don't actually fully know everything about Chinese New Year's. Like,
well, we like, our parents came from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
And then, we've been, in Canada since like forever.
Yeah.
And so I think some of that tradition has been lost for sure since we've immigrated here. And I just think that people in Canada just don't make that much, like, it's not that big of a deal here, which, like, I totally can understand and whatnot, but it is a huge thing. If you go back to, Hong Kong or China, like during this time of year, it's like Christmas for them, right?
I think it might be even better than Christmas.
Like, everything is like fully decorated. Everyone's in good spirits. They actually get time off during work because it's an actual, holiday.
In Hong Kong, you get a week off, which is like insane.
Yeah, because you just got a week off.
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. So
I feel like we really need that here in Canada.
I would love for that to be implemented at work for me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So I do get like one day off. Like, we get special religious holidays where there's like a list of different religious holidays that occur over the year, and like Chinese New Year's is one of them, or because it's technically like a Buddhist holiday.
Yep.
So I am allowed to take one day off, but this year it falls on a Saturday. So
it's weird this year, isn't it? Because like usually for Chinese New Year or whatnot, it happens closer to February.
Yeah.
But this year it actually begins on January the 23rd. I believe. So it's really, really early.
Is it 23rd or 25th?
Yeah,
oh,
okay. I think it's the 23rd.
Yeah. I guess we probably should have figured that out.
Yeah.
You looked that up really quickly.
Yes. You are correct. So it is, this year it lands on a Saturday. So it's January the 25th.
Yeah.
Which is still a lot earlier than years past, because usually it is in February, but I'm not really sure how the lunar calendar works, but hey, if it says 25th, it's the 25th.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Chinese New Year traditions, obviously, is the red pocket. And for those of you who don't know, they come in like these red firecracker little envelopes, and they have, you know, a lot of different designs. Mostly it's like red and gold, because those are kind of like the lucky colors for Chinese New Year. And a lot of people, most generous people, put real money in there, and you kind of gift it to, you know, different relatives, and even, you know, people you do business with and whatnot. And it's tradition that people who are not married will get red pockets, and people who are married will give red pockets. So, Joanne, do you know where I'm going with this?
No, where are you going with this?
Well, I should be getting a red pocket from you and your husband this year.
So it's actually kind of funny, because when we got married, we were like, oh, damn, like, I'm not going to get red pockets anymore. And like, Tyler was really upset, because he's like, I only got a few years of this. Like, I feel like I got gypped. But we have still been receiving red pockets after we got married. So I feel like there's a little bit, I mean, like, some people stopped giving us money, but like my parents, my grandparents, and like people like that have still been giving us red pockets. And I feel like they took it as, you guys don't have kids yet. So until you have the next generation.
So you're trying to elongate this.
Yeah. So.
I see.
Yeah. So like this year, my cousin is she's pregnant. So I'm like, oh, damn it. Because now I think, because there's another generation that's going to be coming, I might stop getting red pocket, because there's younger people.
Yeah, I can see that, but like, I'm not sure if you're gonna stop receiving, but you're definitely gonna have to give, especially that like niece or nephew that's gonna, you know, come soon. So I think that it's probably a little weird for you to maybe give red pockets to your cousin who are still maybe older than you.
Yeah.
Who are not married or whatnot, but I think once you have young ones, like nieces and nephews running around, you're probably gonna have to start your own red pockets.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cute, I think. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
No?
No, I think it'll be good. Like, it kind of sucks, because then we won't be like, you know, receiving money, and we'll be giving money. But I'm excited to start that tradition too, because I remember how excited I was as a kid, like seeing who I would get red pocket from.
Oh my gosh.
You know? I think like one of the weird things though is, after we got married, I was like, what do I do with my older brother? Because technically you're supposed to give it to younger people, but he's unmarried. So I'm like, do I have to give him money? So I gave him an envelope of chocolate coins. I felt like that was a good balance.
Oh my god, those chocolate coins. You're like so happy to like see people give it to you, and then you like feel it out, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Someone at work actually gave that to me once. He's an older gentleman who's like my colleague, and I came to work and there was a red pocket, like 2 red pockets, usually come in pairs because it's from, I think you and your spouse.
Yeah.
So it comes in pairs. So there was 2 red pockets and like a tangerine orange.
Oh, that's
nice.
So
it's kind of like, I think it's called a gut or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, so it was really nice. I saw it. I was like, wow, this is amazing, right? And right away, I like touched the red pocket. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Damn it.
Disappointing.
It's thick inside.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like
coins.
money.
Exactly.
How much do you normally get in your red pocket?
Okay, so this is, I don't know if this is I'm not sure, but I think it really depends on who it is you're getting it from, right? So I would say the closer you are to the person, the more like value is in the pockets.
Yeah.
So your parents would probably give you the most.
Yeah.
And then your aunts and your uncles or whatnot will give you like a lowered amount.
Yeah.
And then if you're getting it from colleagues, or you're going to, for example, I come to your house and your parents are there, right? They would give me less because we're not really family, but it's also tradition to give everyone who comes to your house to buy lean.
Yeah.
A red pocket.
So then, okay, for like your parents and your aunts and like whatever.
Yeah.
How much are you getting on average, would you say?
My parents, I think usually they give me like $100, so I'll get $200 from them.
Okay.
My uncles and aunts, probably like $220s.
Okay.
Is pretty traditional for them. And then anyone who are like friends or whatnot is usually $5s.
Yeah.
I think the tens are really normal as well. Maybe like your family friends you're giving tens to.
Yeah.
So I think that's how you classify them. And I think that my mom has this little trick where she has them all like stuffed.
Yeah.
Right? And she has like for the different envelopes, she'll know exactly how much is in them. So like for each design, she'll have like, these designs are like $100.
Right.
The other design is, going to be 20. So, and she'll have like, a bunch of them in her bag during Chinese New Year. And then when she, sees people or whatnot, then she's like,
yeah,
I'm going to go to this pile. So
like so smart.
Yeah. So she definitely does that.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get your red pocket, like I would agree. I think I would say like between 5 to 100 is like really normal.
And the 100 is usually just my parents.
Yeah, like close, like family friends or aunts or parents or grandparents. And then I feel like on average it's like $10, $20 are like pretty standard. Yeah. When you get red pocket, do you like how long do you wait to open them, and like do you remember who gave what?
Oh, okay. So I don't know. This is something that my parents taught me. So whenever I receive red pockets, I'm not supposed to open them quite yet.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put it under your pillow.
Oh,
do you do that?
no, I don't.
Yeah, so you're supposed to sleep on them for like a month, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's a tradition where you like are supposed to sleep on them because it's like supposed to give you good fortune.
Right.
Right. So so they're all.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So usually
even now.
I'm getting less and less of those now, but like when I was still living with my parents, absolutely.
Oh.
They would put them, they would not allow me to use it or anything like that, and all the red pockets would go underneath my pillow, usually in my pillowcases so that it doesn't kind of move around.
Yeah.
And then I would kind of like sneak and, want to use it.
Yeah.
But my parents do a really good job of keeping track.
Yeah.
How much each relative gives. So it's kind of like, it's a weird competition.
Like how though? How do they keep track? Weird.
So like, because my sister is like 12 years younger than I am, the set of red pockets that I would get, she would get as well. Right. So my parents would just keep hers. Right. Right. So like every time, red pocket comes, my mom would kind of like make a note. Yeah. Saying like, oh, this one is from Joanne. Yeah. Right. And then like, after everything, like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't keep that tradition of, like, keeping it under her pillow. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she peeks to see how much. Yeah. And then so that she knows, like, what to give the other person. Right. Like, probably the same amount or whatnot. Yeah. Right?
But you give it at the same time, so you never get, like, that, like...
But my mom... Okay, so, for example, one of my uncles... one of my cousin is an only child. Yeah. Right? So, and... For us, we have two sets of, like, it's me and my sister. So, yeah, it's kind of, it's not unfair. They've never said it like that. But, like, my parents would give my cousin, who's a single child, more money because my uncle and aunt would always have to get two sets. Right. So, like, things like that, like, just so that it's more equal. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Huh. Yeah. And I would always, every time I get a red pocket, I always try to, like, kind of, like put it up to the light. Yeah. To see how much
Does that work for you? That never works for me.
I don't know.
Does it work?
Yeah, it does. Oh. I was like, oh, this is great. Yeah.
Yeah. I always because when I get them, it's like, oh, thank you. Like, and then you say,
you're supposed to say those lucky phrases.
Yeah. And we'll, like, get into that later. But, like, whenever I get them, it's kind of like you get them all at once because it's like, when you arrive, like, you kind of go around greeting everybody, and once you greet them, they give you money, and you just have a handful of these, like, red pockets. So you shove them in your bag, or, like, I'll shove them in my bag, and when I get home, I don't really remember, like, who's from what anymore.
I kind of remember, because, like, I think most of my family members or friends that give it to me, they have pretty distinct, like, patterns. Yeah. None of them are really generic. Right. So, like, they pick, like, very cute ones. Some of them have cartoons on it. So, like, I feel like I remember most of them.
That's true. Yeah. Like, there are the ones where, like, there's so many different, like, all the banks will have their own design and things like that. But, like, a lot of times within my family, like, they kind of, one person gets it and they all kind of, like, share the envelopes across. Like, my mom will get it and, like, we'll give it to my grandma so she doesn't have to go get her own envelopes and things like that, right? Yeah. So I go home and it's, like, all varying amounts and you're like, oh, shit. Like, who do I think? Like, you know, but
your parents don't keep track for you, or
not
even when you were younger?
Well, like, when I was younger, like, all my money went to them. I would collect it and then they'd be like, okay, I'm going to take it for you. Yeah. I don't know if I ever got them back. I can't remember. But then as I got older, like, I would hold on to them, but like, now I'm getting a better system of, like, actually remembering, like, trying to remember the patterns and, like, trying to remember the order and things like that. But, like, I remember for several years, I'm just like, cool, somebody really loves me. Yeah. I got $200. Great. Yeah. And then, somebody gave me $5. Who was it? Yeah. I don't like this person. Yeah.
Have you, like, when do you usually use them? Like, are you, were you allowed to use them right away, or did you have to
like, we just, like, we never had a rule on that, so, like, we would receive it, and it would be, like, free game, so we could use it immediately if we wanted to. Like, sometimes people would, use their money to, like, go buy lottery tickets, or, like, I don't know, in Hong Kong, like, when we got Red Pocket, we would all, like, have a family dinner, at my uncle's house, and then they would play this, like, the Yu Ha Hai game, which is like some gambling game, kind of like roulette, where you put your money on, and
oh my gosh,
if it's right,
that's
then
what
like
you did with your that's what
money? So then, like, immediately you're like, oh, I want
gambling. In. Oh my god, so Asian.
And it was so much fun because you're like, gosh, sweet, I just have all this money. Yeah, and it kind of sucks when you lose it all, but it's also like, oh, whatever. It's like within family.
Yeah. So, do you remember saving up your Red Pockets to buy something significant, or, like, was that not?
So I do save them, but it's never, like, for something. So I actually have, like, a pile of red envelopes still with money in them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, still?
Yeah.
You are so good. Mine are, like, gone after a month.
I know. Sure. Well, it's also kind of bad because then I end up using it for, like, I don't know, paying the pizza guy or something when they come and I'm like, oh crap, I don't have cash.
Oh,
you know?
My god, you still have them.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's some willpower.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I don't know what to, like, what's the right way to use it, you know? It's not like a birthday present where it's like, okay, you, like, want to buy it for something that you really wanted. It's kind of like lucky money. Like, I feel like I should be doing something with it, but I don't know what. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you save up for...
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Like, I can't wait to use it.
What do you use it on?
I think kind of like what you said, like random things.
Okay.
Right? And I also think it's like the thrill of like, wow, I have so much cash. Because I remember one year, it was my most prosperous year. It was like $500 I got, and like I was pretty young, so getting $500 at that time was like amazing. I mean,
getting $500 now is amazing. I was just gonna say, I'm like,
let's be real, it's great. But I don't really remember having like I don't remember buying something like really significant. Yeah. But I would just go to like P Mall and buy like a bunch of candies and things like that. So like random things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind
Pokemon
of feel...
cards too, maybe, like when I was younger. Yeah.
I kind of feel like I should probably use it for something like, you know, that I normally wouldn't get myself to buy, like a new wallet or something, or like some luxury item. Now that I think about it, like, it's like, oh yeah, like I should use it for something like good instead of like paying the pizza guy. Yeah. But like, I don't know if my husband would let me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Just be like, you're lucky you married into an Asian
It's
family.
true.
This is not even something that you knew about.
Yeah, it's true.
For me, it's like, I get to spend whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know what to spend it on. Should it be spent on? Like, what's the right way to use?
I think most people buy lottery tickets. It's kind of like because it's supposed to be lucky money. So
like gamble it away.
Yeah. Oh my God, so Asian once again.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think most people buy lottery tickets with it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know I don't know what else you would buy, but maybe like some new clothes or something like that, because Chinese New Year is also like kind of a refresh button.
Mm-hmm.
And Chinese people really like buying, I don't know if this is my family, but new underwear during yeah.
I've heard that's a thing. Like, you get new clothes and stuff for New
clothes,
Year's, but
and like new underwear and things like that. So like maybe that. But I've never personally purchased new underwear or new clothes specifically for Chinese New Year, but I know for a fact that when I was, still, under my parents' roof, that they would encourage me to do that. Yeah.
Because I kind of like the idea of, like, every holiday, it's like, that you're going to get something. Like, for Christmas, it's like socks or new clothes or, like, books or something like that. For Valentine's Day, it's probably, like, chocolates or flowers and PJs and,
Yeah.
There's like a general idea of what to get, or even if you get like money for it, know like what to do with that money, like your birthday.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to save it for the pizza guy. You're going to, like, if you get $50, you're going to spend it on something that you wanted, right? Yeah. So like with Red Pocket, I feel like I would want to be like, okay, I'm going to get it for like new clothes or new underwear or something like that.
I also think it's a bit weird with Red Pockets because it's cash. We're so not used to having like a readily available cash.
Yeah.
Right? Because even if it's birthday, someone might write you a check or something like that, or EMT you. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So it's weird to have actual cash in your hand. So I think that's kind of like why I think it might be weird for you to, like, why you might save it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you never know when I'm going to actually need cash.
Yeah, that's true. I also wonder if the idea of giving Red Pocket is going to fade as we become more cashless. Because I know that there's, like, in, like, China or whatever, it's, like, traditional to give Red Pockets now.
Really?
Yeah, I was reading about that. Point. Yeah. Where it's like you can send them like kind of like an e-card, and then there's like money that you can put into your account, which I feel like is not as great as giving actual money. But because in China, it's like almost cashless completely, right? Yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that.
I personally don't like that because I think the whole point of getting and receiving Red Pockets is the fact that you have to visit your family.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be like physically there, like, hey, it's like, January the 25th.
Yeah, if you don't go to that family dinner, you're not getting that Red Pocket. Yeah.
Right? So you have to physically like kind of go. Mm-hmm. And like we call it Bailing, which is like, like just going to someone's house and like wishing them a new year. Yeah. Right? Is essentially what it is. You come in and my favorite part, like that. Remember that? It's called like the Lunar New Year candy box.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's like a circle with like kind of like 8 different types of treats in there. It's loosely called a candy box because there's like different seeds. There's dry fruit. My favorite, like coconut strips.
Oh, I hate the coconut strips.
I really like the coconut. Those are my favorite.
The best are the Sugus candies.
Ooh.
Do you not get those?
No.
It's like those, they're kind of like Chinese Starbursts.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They're the best.
Those ones. Okay, I don't know why. Oh, the squared ones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I haven't had those in so long.
I know.
They're
amazing. Them. Yeah. I haven't seen them in a while because I haven't seen a candy box in a while.
I have to go to TNT. Yeah. Wow, how did I forget about those?
Those are the best. And like, I feel like those are like the only time of the year that people actually buy those candies.
They taste like a little bit yogurt-ish, right?
Yeah, they're like Chinese Starbursts.
Oh,
like literally.
Okay. So there's those, and then there's like sometimes there's like Ferrero Rocher in there because it's like gold, so it represents like money and everything. Right. So so I feel like
the White Rabbit candies.
Ooh, those are good too.
Like they're not my favorite, but I do love the look of them because they're so truly Asian.
Yeah. It brings you back. It's like, that's supposed to be in a Chinese candy box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, back to my point was like, it's weird to receive an E red pocket because it means that you weren't really there.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's true.
And I like receiving them. I like the different like designs on the red pocket.
Yeah.
I like
the actual like gift of it.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're like, you say all your lines and then they're like, oh, great job, child. And then they like reach into their pocket and like hand you the red pocket. It's like, yeah, I did my job. Like, this is the best. I've earned this.
Yeah. My parents would, and I would, when I was younger for sure, they would like practice. I'd always have a couple lines in the back pocket that are like the easiest ones to say. And like, my parents would teach me like, hey, you know, if you see like a woman, you should say these couple ones.
Okay,
right?
so like the only ones I know is Gung Hay Fat Choy, 新年快樂, I don't know. Yeah, sure. See, like, when I was in Hong Kong for Chinese New Year's one year, like my grandmother's birthday, because we go by the lunar calendar for her birthday, it falls usually around Chinese New Year's.
Yeah.
So for that year, we had like she wanted, or I don't know, the family wanted all the cousins to go up and like wish her like 16 different phrases, and I was like, I'm gonna get Vanessa to like say them like a few later, but they're like words that people don't really use in common like Chinese
it's not life,
like conversationally. Yeah. So like there a lot of these words are words I've never heard before.
Oh my god.
And I was struggling so hard to try to get them down, and I had written all the like pronunciations on my hand. But like because we didn't go up until like halfway through dinner, it had like all smudged off.
Oh no.
So I was just in the back being like, oh my gosh, like trying to mouth it along, but I have no idea
what they mean.
What they mean or what I said.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope nobody notices. This is so embarrassing.
It's okay. We don't use them very often though.
No.
But, okay, so the ones that my mom taught me to kind of keep in my back pocket it's kind of like pretty generic and can be used for anyone, any age, and, you know, whether it's your grandparents, your friends, or your friends' mom and dad or whatnot. So there's obviously the ones that you said, Gung Hay Fat Choy, 新年快樂.
Those are like the basic. Like if you're any kind of like Chinese person, even like my husband, he knows those ones.
Yeah. And then there's 身體健康, which is like good health, wishing you good health. There's 出入平安, which is
peace.
出入平安 is like kind of like wishing you like
peace when you go in and out.
Yeah, in and out for your travels. And then there's 青春常駐. It's like means like you're wishing you like beauty. Like so,
常駐.
Yeah.
Wow. That's definitely one of the ones I screwed up.
Yeah. So it's like wishing someone like, you know, whether it's like your grandmother or like an aunt or something like that. They want to be like beautiful and pretty and young. So that was one of those. But yeah, those ones were
something. Some
seesaw, I don't know.
I don't know. Did I say anything? Like,
no, I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, but I can't say it either. But that's how bad our Chinese is.
Yeah. That's the extent. So I'm just gonna go with Happy New Year and wish you wealth.
Yeah, and
Gung Hay Fat Choy.
身體健康 is also really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right, yeah. So those are the phrases that I keep in my back pocket. And hopefully you are a little bit better than us. And when you're wishing, let us know some of the phrases that you use that are easy for us to say, and maybe we'll try it this year.
So when I was in Hong Kong, like again for my grandma's birthday, it was the first time I got to experience Chinese New Year's there.
It must be so fun.
Have you been?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't remember the last time I was there for Chinese New Year, no.
So if you are ever traveling to, I don't know like where else in Asia it's like this, but go for like if you go to Hong Kong, go a week before Chinese New Year starts, and they have these things called flower markets or fasis, and there's like, I don't know, like probably 15 of them across Hong Kong. And these are essentially huge, like think night markets in Toronto, where there's like rows and rows of stalls where you can buy like snacks or knickknacks and like really interesting kind of fun things. And then you can also, like, a big portion of it is actually buying flowers there. So it's also like you buy like peonies and, I don't know, tangerine plants and things like that because they're good health. But they are like night markets on crack for, like, they happen all throughout the day. So like from, I think, noon to midnight. And they are so much fun. Like,
it sounds great.
Yeah, you just like go through them and you have people like trying to sell you stuffed Ferrero Rochers and like, I don't know, stuffed white rabbit candies. I like bought a few, like my stuffed emoji pillows.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I got it from. It's like usually run by a lot of student groups, like high school students or whatever. They get with a bunch of friends and they're like, we're gonna make some money. So it's just like a bunch of students like trying to promote stuff, yelling at you, trying to like convince you to buy stuff, and like people giving free hugs. It's like one of the craziest yeah, it's like one of the craziest, most exciting experiences that you can get for Chinese New Year's, I think. And I would, like, just as a travel insight, like, go for that because it's like unreal. And then don't go for actually Chinese New Year's and the week after because it's completely dead. Like, everybody leaves the city and travels.
Oh, right, because they have holidays.
Yeah, because it's holidays for them, so they'll take the week off and, like, go to, I don't know, Thailand or somewhere else.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds very, it like, when you talk about that stuff, like, the only thing I can think about is, like, the hay fun is really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, such, like, it's great energy when you're going there.
Yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
love to go back during that time.
I would love to bring my husband there one day to experience it, but it's also, like, the crowds are insane. So
I can imagine.
I don't know if you would like it, but it's so much fun.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into our Chinese horoscopes. So for those of you who don't know, there's there's like 12 different animals.
Yeah, I think so. There's like
12 different animals, and
so this year is the year of the rat. Which, like, I think sounds really gross in Western cultures, but apparently really lucky in Chinese cultures.
Really, I still think it sounds
I
gross.
know, I don't know.
But Joanna and I, although we were born in the same year, because Chinese New Year goes by the lunar calendar, we're actually different animals.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until today. So I'm a snake.
Snake.
Yeah.
And I am a dragon.
That sounds way better than a snake.
Like, a dragon is supposed to, like, in the Chinese culture, I think, dragon is supposed to be the best one, like, quote unquote, the best one.
Yeah.
So my sister and I are 12 years apart, and my dad freaking loves telling people that he has 2 girls in the dragon year.
That's so awesome.
It's so Asian.
It sounds so good though, like my dragon girls, like
he's like, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's so, like, proud, like he did it, like, but it's like, no.
Yeah.
But it is hard to get 2 of your daughters or sons or whatnot
to be in the same year,
to be in the same like animal. That's pretty
that's what I mean.
Okay, so should we dive into it?
Yeah.
Should we start with snake or dragon first? What do you think?
Let's do dragon.
Okay, let's do dragon. So we are here. So an overview for me this year. So out of 5 stars, according to this yourchineseastrology.com, out of 5 stars, my overall horoscope this year is a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
So not bad.
Sounds pretty good.
Wealth is 5 out of 5.
Ooh.
I'm really hoping that, that one comes through. I'm, like, crossing my fingers. My health, not so great, so it's a 3 out of 5.
Ooh, what does it say about that?
We'll go into that in just a bit. Career is a 5 out of 5.
Nice.
Love is a 4 out of 5.
Yikes.
My lucky colors this year are yellow and pink.
Ooh.
Okay.
You're wearing pink.
I know. So lucky. So let's start with career, 5 out of 5. And it basically just says, over the past year, there was quite a lot of crisis, but this year I will have no problem at all with my career, and that I won't be complacent because I've calmed down, and this is what it says, and treat yourself as nothing and work in a down-to-earth way. In a short time, you will be able to achieve greater and remarkable success in your career to further improve your luck in career in 2020.
Okay. So calm down.
I need to calm down. I'm already really calm.
Yeah.
At work, I'm basically so calm that I don't do much. But anyways, I can chill more if they want. Not a bad thing. So should I go into wealth? Wealth is also a 5 out of 5 this year. And it basically says, so balance the income and expenditure and try to save a little. Okay. In view of good luck of windfalls, you can be discerning and skilled in financial management and investments, have a chance to win the prize in lottery activity.
Ooh, gamble that in.
And get a lot of unexpected wealth through gifting.
Oh.
Okay. And winning prizes in other ways. For females,
Princess Margaret Lottery.
I can't even buy that. I'm not even eligible. But it says for female, I better wear a bright yellow bracelet with a dragon sign on it. Okay, now this I feel like this is wrong now, because now right underneath it shows me that I have to buy this bracelet for $22.
If you don't buy that, you're not going to win anything.
I'm going to skip that one. But I want to go into health, because this one it's not as great as the other one. So health, it's a 3 out of 5. So it says, for people born in the year of dragon, for health, so minor illnesses in daily life. As a result, you should keep an eye on your health and never take youth as an excuse to act recklessly and care for nothing. Put your health first in any situation, and you can wear a green bracelet. Okay. I have a feeling this website is wrong now. It just wants me to buy, just told me to buy 2 different bracelets. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go on to the snake.
Okay.
And see what you are. Okay.
What do I have to buy?
I'll let you know. So, the year of the snake. Your overall score is a 3 out of 5.
Ooh, mediocre year.
Mediocre year. Your lucky numbers are 2 and 6.
I love 2.
Okay, and your lucky color is orange and white. And you're also wearing white.
Oh my gosh, this is so creepy.
Okay, so let's start with, which one do you want? Career first?
Sure.
Okay. Little progress will be made in the career. Little progress will be made in the year of 2020, and even some difficulties will occur to you. You may choose to temporarily shift your focus and work and start from petty things. What? That's what it says. Start from petty things. If you can make every detail perfect, you can achieve great things.
This is a Chinese, definitely a Chinese writer.
Yes, I feel.
What does that mean?
Told you to buy a bracelet.
Oh,
with a snake on it. Okay.
Okay.
No, I feel like we're gonna skip that. Love is a 2
out
of 5. Love cannot be ideal this year, especially for snake. Already romantically involved because you may experience a crisis in love. Unattached snakes will not be blessed in love relationship this year, and when you have a crush on someone, you may have to end up nowhere. Oh my god, it sounds so dark. I don't like this. I'm skipping it.
Okay, tell me something good.
Okay, health.
Or is that okay?
Health is 3 out of 5.
That's not that good.
This is the best one, I think. Oh, wealth. You have great wealth. Okay. It's a 4 out of 5. Okay. Really, really good. So with stable luck for wealth this year, certain breakthrough other than considerable change will happen when compared with last year. In terms of income from work, you will get stable and impressive wage earnings. From the perspective windfalls, you will get a lot of investment returns from your reasonable financial means. Okay, so it's pretty...
Hope that's not my life insurance.
I know. Don't say that.
Tell me about health.
Health? Okay. Health is 3 out of 5. health will be fine.
Just stop drinking so much.
Yeah. Nothing serious, but minor problems will happen. In general, you'll keep around a sound health. However, do not treat it lightly in daily life. Instead, you're expected to watch your body, seek medical advice, as long as you feel a bit unwell. Never be too confident with your body and delay the illnesses. Otherwise, it'll worsen and affect your health. You can wear a green bracelet. With a snake sign to keep good health in 2020.
Okay, let me find this green bracelet.
This looks disgusting, your bracelet.
Oh, that's so ugly.
Well, on that note. Yeah. Honestly, these are always just fun to read. I'm not really sure if anything really goes according to these Chinese horoscopes. But I do, it's always fun reading them.
Yeah.
Just like your normal astrology and horoscope things, but some people are really into it.
What's your, zodiac, your dragon type, I don't know if that's what you call it.
I think it's actually very similar to what a Capricorn is.
Oh, are you a Capricorn?
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. So
I'm a Capricorn.
Are you a Capricorn too?
Yeah, I am.
This is so... Why are we only finding out now? This is so weird. Should we don't talk about this? Yeah, it's clearly because we don't believe it.
Yeah. I always feel like they're wrong, though. Every time I read the Capricorn horoscope, I'm like, no, this is not relevant at all.
I'm not that ambitious.
Yeah. Or you will have great luck in love right now. I'm like, I'm very single. I don't know, something like that.
I do think that when I was single, I liked reading them more because I want to know what's going to happen next. But now that everything's pretty stable, it's
yeah.
What do you mean? Bad, when you're saying bad health, it's is it my arthritis?
Yeah.
What?
They're so random.
Yeah.
I always read the Sagittarius one because I always was it always sounded much more upbeat.
Oh.
And I'm that sounds like me. I like that one better.
But you're not that one. Anyways, well, go online and, have fun and read what it's like. Believe it, don't believe it. We don't.
Doesn't matter. We don't care.
It's just always fun to read them and
yeah, and go out, hang out with your family. That's what Chinese New Year's is really about.
Eat a lot.
Mm-hmm. I hope you get to eat lots of dumplings and lingo and white rabbit candies and sugus candies, and send us some pictures
of your Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Gung Hay Fat Choy. Thanks for listening to the Let's Talk Basic podcast. For more exclusive content, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Let's Talk Basic.